Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of I'm Still Eating These Things. I'm on my second bowl of queso. Anyway, what I was going to say in this video. Carolyn went to hospital the other day by ambulance because of her blood sugar. I mean, you talking about a...
I didn't eat fries. What the problem was?
Down in the 50s up to almost 300 and then back down. I was scared. I called the ER. They wouldn't say anything. So I had to call our doctor's office, and they said, call the ambulance. And when the ambulance got here, you know, they were like, we're taking her. You know, it was none of this, well, do you really want to go, or do you want to stay? I asked the guy, I said, are you taking her? He said, we're taking her. You know, so, anyway.
I think it was all a waste of trip, because all I did was put some IV fluids in me.
Oh,
give me a lot of water to drink.
Oh, she asked the...
That was my treatment.
She asked the EMTs a question.
What?
I had some indigestion there.
Can't imagine why.
See, I want to be an EMT. I'd like to be a paramedic.
Yeah.
But she asked them for me, basically. Well, I don't know what you asked because I wasn't with you, but
I just said something about you wanted to think about learning to be an EMT, but couldn't find a thing close enough.
So they said to call them. Call the town EMS, I guess. In this town, it's like the police aren't even on duty all the time. You leave a message and you might get a call back 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah. Almost scary.
Yeah.
You almost let the flag down the cops.
Yeah.
Or call 911. You're desperate.
Yeah. So anyway, calling EMS, it might be another one of those you might have to wait a few days. But this is what I've done. On Paperback Swap, I bought some credits, and I ordered. I mean, I'm having to go from Paperback Swap to Amazon, Paperback Swap to Amazon, so I keep those windows open because I don't really get much information on Paperback Swap about the books, so I have to go over to Amazon. And you know, so I'm looking at 2 different websites, and thankfully I was actually able to order for Paramedic Basic. I mean, not Paramedic, for EMT-Basic, and then I think it's EMT-2 or EMT Intermediate, but there are 2 intermediates, and I got the so-called lower level. I couldn't find the next level or whatever. They're going through a process nationwide of realigning or something, the whole system.
So screw it up a little bit more.
Yeah. And Paramedic is the top level, and there's on Amazon, and it's on Paperback Swap too, but they're not available on Paperback Swap, and I'm not spending that kind of money for... It's like a college textbook, you know, you spend $80 on a book when you buy a non-textbook book for, you know...
You can't find all books on Paperback Swap.
No. Well, you find that, you know, a book of the similar length, you know, for $10, $15, $20, but at the college bookstore it's like $100 or $80 or something. But I did get the EMT-Basic and the EMT Intermediate and the workbooks for both of those books. And I got the EMT, the book on EMT or pharmacology for the EMT or something like that, and something I ordered before is an anatomy book. I just hope it's a good anatomy book. Because I kind of ordered it without really going to Amazon and checking on that one. from the description on paperback swap. You don't get much of a description on paperback swap, but it was a good description. I mean, the description was like, oh yeah, that would be nice, that would be helpful. So I will be examining those books when they eventually get here to see if this is something I really want to do. In college, I took First Aid, Health, and Safety. It was basically CPR, first aid, that kind of stuff. It was worth 3 credit hours. And I had to have 2 PE credits, and it was considered a PE class. I didn't understand it had to be an activities class, and activities classes are only 1 credit. So I thought I was kind of getting away with like getting an extra credit by taking that class. So I got those 3 credits, but I still didn't meet my PE requirement because,
you know, they failed to tell you give you the whole story.
Yeah. So eventually I did take I took fencing, I took physical conditioning. I think I took physical conditioning once or twice. Well, actually, our coach, he had been on the U.S. Olympic team in like the 1960s, but he liked to hit on the girls in the class, and I don't think this is quite right, but it's different. I tell you, fencing it's not the easiest thing in the world. It takes some getting used to. Anyway, so I ordered those books. I'll examine them. If I think it's something I'm willing to do, I'll call the local EMS and see what they have to say. They might let me do like a ride-along, but they don't even get called out unless, you know, they have to come from home or from work or, you know, something like that. They don't. It's not a 24-hour thing. And some people on Facebook the other day were like, "Well, here's like the job outlook for EMTs," and I'm like, I'm going to be a volunteer EMT, not getting paid for it, and this is not a big city where you work 2 or 3 days straight without. I mean, you get whatever sleep you can, if any. And, you know, this would be like, well, see, the ambulance is like a block or 2 away. This is a big town. So, we'll see.